kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett.
The yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 22. That is right, we are back, and we had an amazing episode last episode, because not only did we get to see the debut of Bryce Harper in a Cougars jersey on camera, he had played a few games before, but we got to see a amazing game that Bryce Harper helped us win, and we simulated some of the rest of the games the month of August, and we are only, I think 3.5 games back of the Astros for the division. We are far and away above 500, which is amazing because we can't say that for the first 3 years of this series. We weren't over 500. So we're almost guaranteed to finish above 500 for the first time in the series, and we're almost guaranteed, not yet, but we're almost guaranteed to make the playoffs, whether it be a wild card spot, which would be amazing, or what I'm hoping for, winning the division. Now, the only bad thing is we don't play the Astros the rest of the season. We have 1 month to go, which we're going to finish in this episode, so we will find out if we're going to be in the playoffs or not in this episode by the end of it. The only bad thing is, like I said, we don't play the Astros at all the rest of the season, so we have to hope that other teams around the league beat them while we continue to win, so that we can catch up and eventually pass them for the lead in the division. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Astros are going to stay ahead of us, but you never know. Crazy things can happen. So that is the goal for this episode, is to make the playoffs one and maybe win the division. So I hope you guys are excited to finish the 4th season here in Chicago. Hit that like button if you are, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get into it. So as you can see, we are in September 1st, and the reason we're only in September 1st is because we have September call-ups to do. And you know how I like to do it? I like to have one pitcher, one position player called up from the minor leagues, and the guy that I'm thinking we call up this season is probably going to be, I don't know. I don't really know who I want to call up. We could call up Hunter Green because he's having a resurgence down in AAA, so that could really be a good option for us. Or we could go to the bullpen and bring up Ryan Nelson so that we could have another legit bullpen arm for the postseason, which we might need. That actually might be a better option. You know what? I'm going to do that. He's only 69 overall, nice, but we are going to move him to the big league club so that we have another legit bullpen arm. So now we have 4 legit guys in the bullpen, plus we have Jackson Jobe, who also is in the bullpen, plus obviously our starters. So that's the one move that we're going to make. He's going to come up. Although, do we bring up Doyle Atkins? Nah, I can't bring up Doyle because I want him to be in the... Although it would help us. It would help us, right? I don't know. Ryan Nelson's fine. And then as for the position player that I want to bring up, I don't really know. Maybe an outfielder? Maybe we bring up an outfielder like Ken Yokoyama could be a guy that we bring up. That could be interesting. Maybe Robert Poisson. Maybe he gets to call up because he's played in the bigs before. But he can't play. He's not very versatile, which is something that we could use in the postseason. Somebody that's versatile and that can move around a little bit more. Although we have a couple guys that already can do that. So maybe Poisson would be a better option because he seems to be the best guy that we have here. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's move up Robert Poisson back to the big league club. He was an all-star this season, so that's good. Oh, I do want to say I did do some, what do you call it? International free agency. I forgot to do it last episode, so I did it before we started this episode. So we have 2 guys that I added to our roster. We have Tony Blanco Jr., an 18-year-old prospect from the Dominican Republic. He is a outfielder, right fielder specifically, but an outfielder in general. 75 overall, a potential guy. He is 6'6", 243, excuse me. So he's an absolute stud. Plus, he's got wheels. He's got a little bit of a bat, so he looks like a stud. And then we've got Juan Perez, who is a little bit of a smaller catcher, 6'1", 182, 72 overall. More of a defensive catcher. Can hit the long ball every once in a while, but those are the two guys that we have. They'll be in Double-A at the start of next season. I also made a couple other players around the league. We have, where's he at? What position did I make him? I think he's a second baseman. Where's he at? There he is. Abdias de la Cruz, a potential 76 overall shortstop from the Dominican, can play the outfield and shortstop is his primary position. He's got good contact, not really known for his power. He's got good speed, good fielding. He's going to be a good prospect for the Diamondbacks. I also made a Red Sox, if I can find him. Here he is. Juanfran Garcia, I think is how you say it. Johan Fran? I don't know how to pronounce your name. But he's from Puerto Rico. He's a B potential 78 overall catcher who can play the outfield. He's got really good fielding stats. Decent speed for a catcher because he does play the outfield. And then kind of good power, a little bit of good contact. He could turn out to be something. I made another player for the Angels. And here he is, Nelson Rada. Nelson Rada, a potential 73 overall center fielder / outfielder in general. Really good speed. He's a burner. He's a turn and burner. He's got good contact. Not really a big power hitter. 18 years old, 5'10", 160, so he's a little small guy. And then I made one final player, and I think I made him for the Mariners. Is this him? Yes, this is him. Martin Gonzalez, second baseman, but he plays the entire infield. So he's a very versatile guy, a potential 75 overall. Another smaller guy from the Dominican Republic, but he's just a well-rounded guy, really good fielder, good contact hitter, not really a power guy at all, but he's very versatile, can play all the positions in the infield except for catcher, obviously. Really good defender, good speed, good contact hitter. He's a solid player. He's a real solid player. Those are all the players in international free agency from this season. So that is what we're working with there. I just figured that I would show you guys that. So now the September call-ups have been finished, it is time to actually pick the game that we want to play. So the Angels are 19.5 games back. They don't worry me. I mean, they could beat us in simulation, but we don't need to play them. The Rangers, we don't need to play. We come up with the Mariners. That's actually a big series against the Mariners, but let's simulate the series against the Angels, and we will not simulate. I think they moved Ryan Nelson down, didn't they? They did move him down because they didn't have enough people on the active roster. So that's what we'll do here. We will, we don't really have a lot of bullpen arms, so we might have to move up Dwayne Atkinson. Although, is it even worth it at this point? Let's move up Ryan Nelson again. And then we might need to sign some free agent bullpen arms because we don't have a lot of guys. So let's just sign some guys to be in the bullpen for Double-A. Like this Aaron Fletcher. That's a big contract for somebody that's not going to play for us ever. So let's go down here to some of the cheaper options. Just keep scrolling down. Where are the younger guys at? All the bullpen arms are so young or so old. Are you cheap? You're cheap. You can come into the squad. Daniel Robert can come in. Wanderson, is that how you say his name? What did I just sign that guy to? I hope it wasn't a 5-year contract. I wasn't paying attention. All right, so now that we have some more bullpen arms, we can move somebody up to AAA. Although I don't think we need to at this point. Let's see if we simulate if we move. Okay, we didn't sweep the Angels, unfortunately, but we do take the series two games to 1. So we are 2.5 games back to the Astros. So the Astros dropped a game to us. That's actually really, really big. Now we got a series against the Mariners. They're 20.5 games back. Let's simulate the series. We will. Basil Cabrera's injured. We will take 2 of 3 against them. We really struggled to sweep teams, and we're 1.5 games back now. Looks like the Astros are starting to fold a little bit. They dropped another game to us. Simulate the series against the Twins, and we took 2 of 3, and we're a game back. We are a game back to the Astros. I repeat, we are a game back of the Astros, and we take on the Rangers, who are in last place. 65 total wins. Miguel Ojeda is injured. We lost a game. We took 3 of 4 against them, and we have the lead by a half a game. We have the lead by a half a game. Wow. This is getting crazy. This is getting legit really crazy. I did not think that we would get into a situation like this. We're playing the Baltimore Orioles, who are really, really bad, and we get swept by the Baltimore Orioles. What? What? The Orioles are under 50. They're under 60 wins. They have 56 wins now, and we got swept by them. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Now we're a game and a half back to the Astros. How could we get swept by the Orioles? We have 27 people on the active roster. Somebody just got hurt. Who was it that just got hurt? It was Julio Rodriguez. He broke his... What did he break? He broke his ankle. He's out for 9 more days. So who do we need to call up? We need to call up somebody else for a little bit. Joe Adele's there. Let's just call up Ken Yokoyama. I can't because of the full 40-man roster. All right, so who's on the 40-man roster that we can call up? Preferably in the outfield. De Jesus, I'd rather keep him down. Pache's already up. You know what? Let's just call up Shea. We'll just call up Shea for right now because he's going to come down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now we have a major series against the Yankees. 4 games. We lose, we lose, we win, we lose. Wow. 3.5 games back now. We have completely just given up the division. We are in solid state for a wild card spot, and the Astros have clinched a playoff appearance. We have not yet. We have not clinched anything, not even a wild card. I can't believe that we gave up the division lead by getting swept by the Orioles, and now we have a big series against the Dodgers. We take game 1. We'll play the other game against the Dodgers. Oh, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. And now we have another series against the Orioles, and that's the end of the season. So we have 4 games left in the season. We're 2.5 games back of the Astros. Wow. This stretch right here really just killed us, didn't it? It really killed us. We had the lead headed into this series against the Orioles, and we lost it. Got swept. Unbelievable. Actually, legit unbelievable. But now we play host to the Dodgers in a 2-game set to kind of finish out the season here. We have Tariq Skubal, or Tariq Skubal. I think it's Tariq. And he's one of our newer additions that we got at the trade deadline. So we will see him for the first time this season. We will have Pache in center field. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Is that a good idea? It's probably our only idea, really, now that we don't have Julio Rodriguez for right now. He's going to be back for the playoffs, but I don't think... He might make it back for the final games against the Orioles, but... You know what? I guess Christian's going to have to step up. He's going to have to be good enough. And we got to take on a really good Dodgers team. This is going to be a tough game. I will see you guys in there.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on Chicago. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And pitching here today, Tariq Skubal.
Allowed 10 hits in his last start, and I know they're concerned about his mechanics. Maybe he's giving something away to the other side. Made some adjustments in between starts. Look for him to have a good one today.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Dodgers, Cougars. We have yet to clinch. As far as I know, we have yet to clinch a playoff spot. If we win this game, maybe we clinch at least a wild card. But I don't know, man. I still am fuming that we lost the division lead because of that series against the Orioles. I'm legit fuming because of that. There's no reason we should have got swept by the Baltimore Orioles. They had 53 wins headed into the series. We should not have ever lost to them. That's going to be a quick first inning for the Dodgers there. They go down. Skubal has a good first inning, and now we're going up against Pablo Lopez. All right, let's see how we can handle Pablo here. We need to have a good performance here to get a win. Sweep the Dodgers, who have 90-something wins, I think. Jazz gets a leadoff single to start the game. Dodgers are the gold standard in the National League, that's for sure. It just sucks that we're in a division with the Astros because we have put together a really solid season here with 90-plus wins, and the fact that we can't really move, or we can't win the division with 90-plus wins is crazy. Little fielder's choice for Bryce Harper there. So we have one out, runner on first, and Yordan Alvarez will foul that away. Man, I cannot hit a home run with Yordan. I really want to hit a home run with Yordan. It's begging me. I'm getting on my knees begging for a home run with Yordan, but it just won't happen. And I don't know why. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I don't know what I gotta do to smack one out of the yard with Yordan Alvarez. Can Bryce get home? I'm sending Bryce. Mookie's got a good cannon, but I'm sending Harper. Get there, Bryce. Get there. Darn it. I shouldn't have sent him home. 61 speed was not quick enough to get there. I should never have put him in that position. That's my fault. That's my fault, Bryce. I got too aggressive. I thought Yordan had put that ball where it needed to be, and it was. It was a really good hit, to be fair, but I shouldn't have got that aggressive. Should not have gotten that aggressive. Don't swing. Good job, Pete. Come on, we got to get a run. Got to get a run. You never know when the Dodgers are going to explode for runs, so any run helps in a game against the Dodgers. That is 100% true. Absolutely 100% fact. And Pete will send that to deep left field. That's going to get to the wall. And it's going to be caught. Why did we have to have such a short porch over there in left? The walls are too tiny. Ooh, the Punisher's in LA. I forgot about that. Oh, he just got traded here. That's right. I remember now. That just opened up like unlocked a weird memory I just had. I forgot that he got traded here during the trade deadline, or at least during the All-Star stuff, something like that. But I remember that trade now. I thought it was a weird trade when it happened, but he gets the first hit for the Dodgers, so I guess it's not that weird of a trade. And that's going to be too deep into the foul territory for Harper to make a play on it. 1-2 count. Now we'll go sinker. And he will foul that away. Similar spot to where he put the other one. Let's go circle change now, Tariq. This is the first time I've actually ever pitched with Tarek Skubal, so I'm getting to learn how he pitches too. First out of the inning, Ramon Laureano, former Chicago Cougar. Forgot he was here. Was he a part of the... No. How did we send him here? Who did we get back in return for him? I don't remember, because I think he's been here his entire time, like the entire series, since we got rid of him. I just don't remember how he got here. I know we traded him here. Trey Turner is a very dangerous player, both with speed and power. He doesn't chase that, though. I thought he would. The Yankees have 91 wins. He chases that one, and we get a strikeout there. So good job for Tarek to get out of that. But Ruiz comes up, and Ruiz smacks it to Pache, and I'm not going to have the arm for that. I'm not going to have the arm for that. That's going to be an RBI. 71 speed's faster than 61 speed. Maybe if that was Julio, I would have tried it. But with Pache back there, not going to have the arm to do that. So the Dodgers strike first with a run in the second inning. So now we got plenty of time. There's a ton of baseball left. We don't have to worry about anything. We've got our best hitter, Austin Riley. Not really an MVP candidate anymore. He's kind of had a slower down end of the season, but as long as we can get the playoffs and have a sneaky playoff run, I will be 100% happy. This has been such a good season, man. We've defied all the odds, all the skeptics. saying that we weren't going to be anything this year, and that's 99 speed in the gap. Get there, O'Neal. It's a triple guaranteed. Is it a home run? It will not be. It was a favorable bounce in the corner there. And that is a one-out triple for O'Neal Cruz. Finally, I actually get some good contact with O'Neal Cruz, and that's what he can do. And now we got Alejandro Kirk. And that's going to be deep enough to tie the game. Good job, Kirk. Yep, Ramon Laureano's in the back, but he will not have the arm strength to get there, especially on 99 speed. And O'Neal Cruz scores, thanks to Kirk. And we get the sac fly RBI to tie this game back up. I told you there's a lot of baseball left to be played. Sean Murphy will pop that to Laureano, former teammates going at it. And that will be the end of the second. But we do tie the game, so that's good. Now it's basically back dead even. Mookie Betts will start. The Rockies have 93 wins. We need to take a little bit of a look at the standings around the league, because I have no idea what's going on around the league. I'm just catching up with the bottom ticker. I didn't realize the Rockies had 93 wins. That's crazy. Good for them. A lot of teams have 90 wins so far this season. Nobody has 100 wins, I don't think. I saw the Yankees at 91. The Dodgers have 90 plus. We have 90 plus. The Astros have 93, I think. But nobody has 100. I don't think. They might have had it in previous years, but I don't think there's a 100 win season or a 100 win team this year, which is good. That means that it's more even for the playoffs. Maybe we have a chance to sneak in there and do some damage. Although we're not technically sneaking into the playoffs, we've been pretty dominant towards the end of the season since the trade deadline. We've been fairly dominant, so we're not. It wouldn't be, if we did something in the playoffs, it wouldn't be like a shock, I guess. If we snuck in as like the second wild card team and then made it to like the ALCS or something, that would be a shock. But nobody would be blown away if we went to the ALCS or even the World Series, because we've had such a good second half of the season. We made those big trades. Pache makes a nice leadoff single there. 3-2 count to Smooth Jazz. Let's see what we got. He got on base. First time he was up. That's got some carry to it, but Mookie's back there, and Mookie's got it. I thought that might have carried a little bit over, but Mookie's got the wheels to be able to get there. And now we got Bryce Harper. Come on, Bryce. Something in the outfield might score. Ooh, favorable pitch there. Thank you. 11 hits, 3 home runs. That was all in the last game, 3 home runs. Something deep in the outfield might get Christian home, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Round the bases, round the bases, round the bases. Sending Pache home. 85 speed is a lot quicker than 61, and we will take the lead. Bryce Harper's having a day. 31 RBI doubles for him. Well, 31 doubles, I guess. And Bryce Harper is having a great day. And Jordan will foul that off. Foul tip. 1-2 count to Jordan. Give me something to smack. Yes, sir. Santa Maria. Finally did it. Finally did it. Hit a home run with Jordan Alvarez in the final game of the regular season. Well, our final game of the regular season. Number 33 for Jordan, and that ball is Gonzo Alonso. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jordan did it. That was just a softball. That was a watermelon they gave me. Boom! Pablo Lopez, what are you thinking? And now we got the polar bear. 4-1. And Pete will just take that ball. Come on, Pablo. Give me another watermelon here. Give me some stinky cheese. He did. He did. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you. Santa Maria. That ball is out of here. Back to back. Back to back. And the home run champion from last season goes deep for the 38th time. Boom. Can we go 3 for 3? Austin Riley certainly has some power. Come on, Pablo. Yes! 3 for 3! Oh. It just curved foul. I thought we just literally did 3 for 3. Back to back to back. And of course we ground out to a third base. Oh, that would have been so awesome hitting back to back to back. Oh, but we just got a surge of offense there in the third inning. And O'Neal Cruz will send that. Mookie doesn't have the jump on it. O'Neal Cruz has got the wheels. He's going to get a double here. Yeah, double. Stay at 2. We know how good Mookie's arm is. Yes, sir, O'Neal. Yes, sir. Hook him. Hook him, baby. All right, Alejandro. You scored a run last time on a sacrifice fly. Can you get an RBI this time? Not swinging at that. That was about as high as Alejandro Kirk is tall. That was at his eye level. That was at his eye level. What are you doing, Pablo? Pablo's crumbling. Oh, Alejandro. He put some mustard underneath that. It's a 2-2 count. Runner on second. 2 outs. Kirk. That was off the inside of the bat. That didn't feel good at all. That's okay. We got some offense going. Jordan just absolutely smacked it. Back-to-back home runs. And we give Tarek Skubal a 4-run lead in the 4th. Pete should be able to get here. He's got the speed. Yes, he does. Pete gets the first out of the inning. I think Juan Soto has 55 home runs this year. So last year it was Alonso and Jordan who had 50-plus home runs. Now it's Juan Soto for the Yankees. Ooh, he gets that to third. Riley fields it cleanly, and a bullet to Pete Alonso at first. And that is going to be second out of the inning. Ramon Laureano got the single in the second. And he will get nothing in the third. Jordan's there. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 4th. And now the boys come back up. Sean Murphy. I wonder how long Pablo goes. Especially, I guess it all depends on how this inning goes. If we get more runs in this inning, it's probably going to be Pablo's final inning. But if he does stuff like that and gets us down 1, 2, 3, then it's probably going to be another inning for him. Ooh, I shouldn't have swung at that. That's my bad. Shouldn't have swung at that. That one's on me. Now we got Smooth Jazz. 1 for 2. 2-2 count to him, and I was above that. That was an ugly swing. I'm sorry for that. But that's exactly what Pablo needed. A 1, 2, 3 inning to give the manager faith that he can actually do it. Trey Turner's got 99 speed. He is such a dangerous person on base. Such a threat. Plus 93 stealing. Ooh, not a favorable call there. I would not be shocked if Trey Turner takes off here. Ooh, Pache should have the speed to get there. He does, thankfully. We know Julio would have had the speed to get there, but unfortunately he broke his ankle. Now here's the steal situation. Right down the middle, Hayes misses it, or just takes it. Turner doesn't go. There's a ball. Circle change now. Always going now. And they did try to do a hit and run. He would have been clean by a mile if they wouldn't have swung at that. Because I did circle change, so there's no way Murphy would have been able to get him there. Riley makes a great play at the hot corner. Gets Mookie out, and we survive the inning. Good job. Good inning, and now we got Bryce Harper up. He's had a 1 for 2 day. And that's going to be a ball. Bryce Harper will take his base. And they're going to pull Pablo, bringing in Andre Jackson. I don't know much about Andre Jackson. It looks like he's had a decent season so far. But Bryce Harper walks and Pablo gets pulled. Jordan smoked a ball the last time he was up. Can he do it again, this time against a new pitcher? Come on, Andre. Give me something I want to smack. Smack that! All on the floor. Smack that. That's going to be a ball. Two fastballs inside on Jordan. Jordan doesn't really crowd the plate like he could. That's going to be a double play. I thought that might sneak through up the middle, but it will not. And Andre Jackson pitches a double play right there. Good job for him. But now we got Pete Alonso. The Polar Bear's hungry. He is on the prowl. 3-2 count to him. I was so going to hit that for a home run. I was going to smack that so far, but I was just early. Just a little bit early. Just a skosh. Skosh early. 2-2 count to Michael Bush. And that is going to be... That's a hot one. Jordan couldn't make it. He took a bad angle. Michael Bush has an inside the Parker. Get in there. Don't let him go home. He's going to try. Yes! No inside the park home run for you. Good job. I took a bad angle for that. That's my bad. It was a hot one, and I took a bad angle. But luckily, Pesce got there in time, was able to get it in to Austin Riley, and then Riley feeds it to Murphy. If he has maybe 80 speed, or maybe even like 77 speed, 78 speed, anything faster than what he was, he probably gets home. Freddie Freeman just put that into the stands. Freddie Freeman has, I think, the most RBIs in the National League this season. He's having a really good year, and he just puts that one over the wall. Riley fields it, gets Aquino. That was a bang-bang play right there. That's as close as you're going to get. And Urias will foul the first one off. Skubal goes with the splitter, and Harper will make the play. So the Dodgers pull one back, make it 5-2. Okay. But we go bottom 6 with Austin Riley up. I feel confident that we can keep this lead. That should have been a home run. God, I am not timing this right. I should have had a home run with Pete Alonso last inning, and now I should have had one right there with Austin Riley. And instead, I get a ground out to Freeman. That's stupid. Very, very stupid. 2 for 2 for Oneil Cruz. A triple and a double. He's a dangerous hitter today. He does have home run power, so we'll have to see what happens here. Ooh, this is right where I love to hit him. Right where I love to hit him. That's got some carry. It's going to get down. Ooh, another double. So a triple and 2 doubles for Oneil Cruz. He's having a day. He's having an MVP caliber performance here. And now Alejandro Kirk has a chance to get another RBI. That's going to at least advance the runner, but Kirk will get thrown out. 14 speed, certainly not fast enough to get there. So that is unfortunate, but we do advance the runner to third. So now we have Sean Murphy with a chance to get an RBI. Get that lead, or that run back that we lost to the Freeman and the Dodgers there. No, ooh, that was an enticing pitch. Very enticing pitch, but I didn't go on it. Jackson has been pitching fairly well today in the 2 innings he's been in, but that's going to get our run back. Thank you, Sean Murphy. So now it's like that Freddie Freeman home run never even happened. Christian Pache in place of Julio Rodriguez today. Already has a single. And now has another single. Good job. A little early on the contact, but 2 outs and runner on first and second. And it's smooth jazz. Started the game with a single, has not been able to do much ever since. And it's going to be 3-1 to him. Come on, Jazz. I need something in the outfield. Give us some more insurance. Give us a little bit more insurance. And Smooth Jazz will send that to the outfield, but... Ooh, he didn't make the play on it. Ramon chooses to let it drop. And that is bases loaded for Bryce Harper. And we know what Bryce Harper is capable of. We watched last episode. We know what this man is capable of. Ooh, good pitch. Really good pitch there. That wouldn't have been anything anyway, so it's a good thing that I didn't swing at it. That's not going to be anything. That's a ball. He's really pitching around. He's being very careful against a dangerous hitter like Bryce Harper. He's being very careful. Oh, but his carefulness might have just cost him. No, it didn't. I didn't get enough timing on it. I didn't get a good timing. The contact was not there. I think we let Scooble go this inning, and then we go to the bullpen next. Scooble's had a really good day. I've been very impressed with him. I have been very, very impressed with Scooble. It seems to be a good pickup so far. And we will go, we'll go Luther Curtis for the 8th. Ooh, that is to Pache. He makes it. It's I guess it's Pache, not. I guess it's a hard C or a hard sh instead of a sh. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Oh, Riley makes a great play at third, and he will get us out. 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. The defense is immaculate. Ooh, they pulled Andre Jackson, who was having a decent game. He was able to get out of the jam there, and they pull him for Blake Trinan, who throws a ball to Yordan Alvarez. And he throws another ball to Yordan Alvarez. It's 3-1 to the power hitter. One of the more dangerous hitters we have in the entire lineup. Although, to be fair, our entire lineup is pretty dangerous. But unfortunately, Yordan will just ground into the shift, and it will be a out. Now we got Pete Alonso, whose only hit is that home run earlier in the game. But he looks at a ball there for a 2-1 count now. Come on, Petey boy. Petey pump. Ooh, that's a good hit. That's a double at least. 36 speed. I'm going to test it. Get there, Pete. Dig, dig, dig. Get there, Pete. He will get there. 1 out double for Pete Alonso. Another good at-bat for him. And now it's a 3-1 count to Riley. Can Austin Riley do some damage here? Good pitch. Good pitch. We're firmly in control of at least a wild card spot, whether it be the number 1 wild card spot or the number 2 wild card spot. That's to be determined yet. I'm going to actually send Pete. I don't believe that they can throw it, and they're not even going to try. So we advanced the runner. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. We advanced the runner. And now we got O'Neal Cruz, who's having a fantastic day. A triple and 2 doubles. You couldn't ask for a better day unless it was a home run. Which he will not get. He will ground out, unfortunately. So his good day comes to an end. And speaking of good days coming to an end, Tarek Scooble's day is done. But he had a phenomenal game in 7 innings, 7 very strong innings. And now we got Luther Curtis to come in and try and set up the save. Oh, the Dodgers do have 104 wins. I thought they had 90 plus. I guess that was, I looked after we simulated, or before I simulated, so they must have won those games that we lost against like the Orioles and stuff. So they do have 100 wins. Oh my God, Mookie Betts just sent that yard. I didn't think that was a bad pitch, but Mookie said thank you very much. Okay. So the Dodgers are still fighting. They are not dead yet, and that's going to be a big hit. Man, Michael Busch knows how to get that past Yordan Alvarez, doesn't he? But he learned his lesson. He's not going to try and extend it. He will stay at a double. Come on, Curtis. I believe in you. I brought you in to try and save this, not save the game, but keep this game a comfortable distance. He gets Freddie out, which is good because Freddie hit a home run last time. And now we have the Punisher. And the Punisher will squeeze that by Riley, who's had a really good day at third base. And Aquino will not try to go to second. Okay, I'm getting a little scared now. Curtis, you're worrying me here. Our lead is starting to evaporate, and I'm not a fan of it.
This one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. Luis Urias goes
The Dodgers just
33rd homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's
the Dodgers just
their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun
What?
at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them.
Luther Curtis, do you play for the Dodgers? What just happened?
A swing and a miss. That retires the
What?
side. And that'll
I
be
am
the
flabbergasted.
Brusdar Grotterol.
I don't even have words for what I just watched. We had a 6-2 game,
Kirk
and now it's 6-6.
gets under it and pops it up. Bush
I am
settles under it.
beyond confused at what I just watched. Luther Curtis comes in and completely just gives the game back to the Dodgers.
Sean Murphy, known for his rocket
What?
power behind the
How? What? Huh? How did that even work?
check swing.
Those pitches didn't even seem that bad, and yet they go yard twice to bring this game level. Murphy will send that to center field. Man, we had what?
Ranging back. Squeezes it.
I'm at a loss, man. I am at a loss for words. I do not know what I just watched.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder.
I have no earthly idea what just happened there. That was not the plan at all.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The plan was to get through the 8th inning with ease and then go to the 9th and save the game and win it. Win it in the 9th. And now it looks like we are going to have to win it in the 9th, but instead of just, I shouldn't have swung at that, but instead of just going for strikeouts or going for outs in the top of the 9th, we're going to have to try and get them out or win it and walk it off, which is not something I was expecting to do, especially with the way this game was going. The Dodgers have completely turned this game around, and I am not here for it. And
Now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
was that slider really in that bad of a spot that Trey Turner just smoked it?
Crushes it. And they jump.
I mean, it wasn't in the middle of the plate. It was at the top of the plate.
That's their 4th home run of the game.
But the Dodgers have had the greatest 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th inning
Clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
that I have ever seen.
Next pitch misses. And a full count.
I am completely stunned. The Dodgers have stunned me. I am at a loss for words. I have I don't even know what to say.
On the ground, right side. Nice grab.
I don't have anything to even
And he got him.
mention or talk about because I have no idea what has even happened. They've caught me completely off guard here.
Over on it and beat it into the ground.
The Dodger machine has just steamrolled us in the 8th and 9th inning. Alvarez will make the play, and there's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's up to Mookie Betts,
Extra bases for sure. The pitcher's his friend.
who hit a home run in the last inning, so he's a dangerous player. We knew that going in, he was a dangerous player. And he will ground that to Cruz. Cruz fields it cleanly, makes a good play, and we've got 1/2 inning
That is that.
to win this game.
In the inning, coming on this
But instead of going to extras,
summon from the bullpen.
we are now in threat of losing the game
He'll work on holding the
because it's a 7-6 game. I don't know.
one-run game.
I don't even know.
Chisholm getting ready to hit. Next one misses.
Good check swing there.
Now 2-1.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure
Come on, Smooth Jazz.
out there.
Is that going to drop? That's got a chance to.
For this one.
It will. It'll be a ground rule double or automatic double. That's a good start.
With the tying run
That's how you start a game where you want to walk it off.
the next to hit.
Harper will smack that, and that's going to tie the game. Harper will go to second. We've tied it. Nobody out. Harper ties it.
In safely at second base, and that's the potential win.
Yes, we pinch run. We pinch run with Joe Adell,
The RBI machine,
and now it's Jordan.
run scoring it back.
Man, Bryce Harper's been such a game changer, man, since we brought him in at the deadline.
Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
We've got Jordan, Pete, and Austin Riley. If any of those, if either of those guys are gonna do it, it's gonna be somebody in the 3, 4, 5. All we need to do is get Joe Adell from second to home plate, and we've won this game. Come on, Jordan. Nobody out. Our three best hitters, arguably, our three best hitters are up. I mean, you could say that Bryce was one of our three best hitters. Considering what he's done. 4.7 feet outside the foul pole. We almost walked it off. We almost walked it off with Jordan. Do they go for a walk here and then try to go for the double play? That could be a move. Nope, they're going to feed it, and that's the game! We're going to walk it off in the 9th! This was the weirdest game I have ever witnessed. We were so dominant in the first 7 innings. And then the 8th inning comes around. We bring in Luther Curtis. He completely gets them back into this game. They tie it at 6. We go to the 9th. And they take the lead 7-6. And then we walk it off in the 9th, the bottom of the 9th with 2 runs. What just happened? The craziest game I've ever seen. And Yordan Alvarez gets it done. And we beat the Dodgers. We sweep them in 2 games. Absolutely just crazy. I have no words, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely no words for that. I don't even know what to think. That was the craziest game ever. And the Aviators have won the division at 88-62, so they're going to be making the playoffs. And the Rockhounds in AA, 51-18. They win the division too. So the minor league playoffs are going to be beginning. But we've got to finish this season, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to finish this season. We are 2 games back of the Astros. We lose to the Orioles. We beat the Orioles. We're 2 games back. I think that first game, yeah. So we've clinched a wild card spot, but the Astros have won the division. Absolutely embarrassing. How are we not able... We make the playoffs. We're taking on the Yankees in the first round. But how do we lose to the Orioles? I don't understand it. They're not good. The Orioles are not a good baseball team, and they beat us. We'll take a look at stats on the year, I think, in the next episode. We'll start the episode with stats and stuff. We'll take a look at awards, I guess. That's not going to take too long. Juan Soto wins MVP for the American League. Freddie Freeman wins National League. Shohei Ohtani got Cy Young, but technically he doesn't really get it for us. He won it for whatever team he was on before, the Rockies, I'm assuming. But he did continue to play good on our team. Dustin May wins the Cy Young for the National League. We were trying to trade for Dustin May. Jesse Winker wins the batting title. So does Brian Hayes, Emmanuel Clase, and Giovanni Gallegos. Oswaldo Franco and Elijah Green are Rookies of the Year. Juan Soto and Freddie Freeman are the Hank Aaron's. And now we'll go through the Gold Gloves and the Silver Sluggers really quickly so you guys can see who got which awards. I don't think we won any awards. Doesn't look like it, at least. Not many good ones, at least. There we go. Juan Soto. We were close on a couple, but it doesn't look like we won any of that stuff. So there we go. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at league leaders really quickly. I'm not going to read any of this off. I will just go through quickly the American League, and then we'll go through the Double League. O'Neal Cruz leads the league in triples, it looked like, so that's awesome. Juan Soto led the league in home runs, no surprise there. Shohei Ohtani led the league in wins, or led the American League in wins. Shane Bieber led the American League in shutouts, also in complete games. And Shohei led the American League in innings pitched. And Shane Bieber led the league in pitching WAR. And now we get back to batting average. Now we'll go through quickly the National League. If you want to pause and see some of these more in depth, you certainly can. I just don't think that it's necessary to talk through, especially the National League, talk through anything here because it doesn't really affect us that much. So now we go through that, and we'll take a look at our stats at the beginning of next episode. We'll go through all that stuff at the beginning of next episode. But we are taking on the Yankees in the wild card. It's a one-gamer. It is a one-gamer. Shohei versus Garrett Cole. That's a big one, boys. That is a big boy. I'm not sure. Should we go this as its own episode, or should we go the entire postseason? Well, if I do the entire postseason, who knows if we even win this game? So maybe we do. You know what? Since it's our first ever playoff game, we'll do this as its own separate video. And then if we win it, then we'll go and have the entire rest of the offseason in one video, or the rest of the playoffs in the one video, however long we go. If we don't, then the next video after that would be the post or the offseason. So this video specifically, or this game, will be its own video because it's our first ever playoff game. So we might as well do that. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. It was a wild game. That was absolutely insane. And it looks like we play the Astros if we beat the Yankees. So we'll get some revenge hopefully on the Astros for beating us in the division. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.